There is something I haven't done in a while, and this is going to be a very short one, unfortunately, because we hopped on and I brought on Christopher, and that was a kind of an audible, okay, last minute decision, but I'm very, very happy and blessed to have him on. But there's this new piece of information, or there's this new video, okay, that is going viral right now, or has gone viral over the past couple days. I caught wind of it 2 days ago, but I didn't know it was going to turn into such a national, worldly conversation. Okay. And it all has to do with baby mamas and baby daddies. Yes, I said it. Okay. Get ready for this one, because this is a very, very interesting one. This one's a little bit lighter. Okay, guys, because, we've just been talking about all this heavy stuff. And I just kind of wanted to, as some people would say, a palate cleanser, if you will, for the rest, for your day, and even for myself. Okay. So now, when I say this has to do with baby mamas and baby daddies, this is for the segment of our Let's Talk. And I haven't done Let's Talk in a while. Okay. So if you're at all interested in this conversation, please, definitely, I'm going to be putting out the video chat link here very soon after we look at this video and all that. This thing is amazingly bad, in my personal opinion. Okay. There's a viral video right now showing a woman who is obviously not showing a woman. It's a woman filming her baby daddy. Now, the thing is that apparently her baby daddy has been coming over for the past few days, bringing McDonald's for his own child. She has 4 children. He is the father of one of these children. Okay. And this video is just crazy. So I wanted to show you guys the video real quick so that you guys can see with your own 2 cents, or with your own 2 eyes, so I can hear your 2 cents about this. And this one's just nuts. Okay. And obviously it's the ongoing question of, was he in the wrong for getting food just for his child? So I want to show this to you guys, because it is, it's everything. Take a look.
Look, y'all, every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is.
Okay, I want to point this out really quick. Again, just to bring this home a little bit more. For those of y'all in the nosebleed seats, baby, this is a baby daddy. Baby daddy, not baby's daddies. Okay, this is a baby daddy. He only has 1 child with this woman. She has 3 other children. I don't know from how many other men. Maybe it's 2 other men, because she made it sound like there are plural. Aside from him, there are multiple other baby daddies. That's number 1. I just want to make sure you know that. And also, this man has been doing this for the whole week. He's been showing up to make sure his son, his own child, is fed. Okay. Just want to make that abundantly clear. Let's continue.
It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just 1 burger? 1 burger, 1 fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings, though.
What are you talking about? What are you
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings, though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Okay, you heard that. You know I don't get my food stamps until the 7th. So what did you do with the food stamps? Did you sell some of the food stamps? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like she sold some of the food stamps and so she can do whatever she wanted to do with it. Maybe to go out, kick it, buy some new clothes, whatever. Hair done, nails done, whatever. Everything did. It doesn't matter. But still, how do you not have food stamps for your 4 children? And by the way, food stamps, and you got 4 kids, that's a lot of food stamps. Those kids are going to eat good for the whole month and then some. How do you have not enough food in your home if you have been getting food stamps that is enough to pay for yourself and 4 other kids? So you tell me these other kids are in the house for the past few days starving? I don't know, but let's continue.
That's my problem.
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping
I'm
out.
not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings,
Listen,
though.
you had to
He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings if they're not eating on McDonald's.
bring
No,
it
why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound
Where
dumb.
are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them.
That's what I'd like to know.
You got them other kids. They were your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
Lisa,
How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
so
You know I
say
get
there
food
are
stamps on the
4
11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What do
Yeah,
I look like? I bring
they're
my-
his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f- I didn't.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Number one, this is the only thing. This is the only reaction I have on that part. Okay. Just because he knows that you have other kids by other men does not mean, and you never know. This baby could be an oopsie baby. Okay. It could have been a baby that he didn't know he was going to have. But then he decides to man up and say, hey, yeah, if you say you want it, you're going to keep the child. All right, I'm going to be the best father I can be for the kid. He knows that you have other baby daddies, but or other kids, but that doesn't mean that a mistake can happen. And yes, I get it that he could literally just walk away. Clearly, he could have walked away if he was just like, nah. You know, once you find out she got other kids, you could just kick rocks. You could walk away and not sleep with her. But at the same time, what happened happened. You know, that should not automatically mean that just because we have a child together, then I'm responsible for everybody. You see what I'm saying? They have other baby. Those babies have daddies. Where are those daddies at? I'm going to play a little bit more, and we're going to get into this discussion.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I'm a good
No,
daddy.
you're not. No, you're not. You're foolish in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's
Oh.
mine, silly.
The child that's mine, silly. Okay, first off, I give him mad props for not going off. Okay, literally, he's holding his composure pretty well, especially when she's got a video, especially when she's got her cell phone in his face, trying to expose him, trying to make him look like a damn fool. Let's keep it real. I give him mad props for that. But here it is. And there's more. I'm going to show you. I'm going to skip through a little bit because the next part is just ridiculous. But there's no reason for her to sit there and try to expose him. If he is a good baby daddy, if he is a good daddy, if he's a good dad, this is not what you do. You don't pull out your phone and start filming someone and trying to, as she said, quote unquote, expose him. If he is a good dad, you just snuffed all that. And maybe this is what you've done to the other dads too. And maybe that's why they ain't around. And I also give this guy mad props for showing up to even give his kid food. That he didn't sit there and go, hey, you got him, take care of him. Not sitting here saying that's the right thing to say, but I'm saying, I'm surprised he didn't say, I'm surprised. He's been coming up every day to feed his child. We got more to talk about. There's more. I mean, obviously, this is a very heavy conversation. We are going to talk about this here very shortly, but I want to show you guys this the latter part of this, and this is just ridiculous. Okay, this is messed up. And also, you don't know the man's financial situation. He may only have enough to take care of child support and buy some food for his son, for his child. Okay, maybe not for the whole lot, but hey, at least he's doing something. But of course, there's more to this. Let's see the last half of this last piece of it. This is wild.
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel away about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him
room.
down to the car. He ain't even got. He got eating for his brothers. He come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here.
Give it here.
Give
it here.
You sound stupid.
Done. He ain't
Wow.
eating this. You.
Why don't you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He's not gonna eat that. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not gonna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid.
Wow. Okay. All right. There's a lot to unpack here. Okay. There's a lot to unpack. And we gotta talk about this. Okay. Let's keep it real. All right. What we saw was absolute trash. Okay. She shouldn't have taken the food and thrown it in the middle of the road. And then, and just to correct it, she did say the 7th. She said, I get my stamps on the 7th. Then later she changed it to the 11th at the end of the video. But hey, maybe she doesn't know which day she gets the food stamps. I don't know. Maybe it was a slip up, whatever. That's beyond the discussion here. Now, what's going on in the internets and what people are talking about like crazy right now is that some people, it's almost like remember that green or brown dress thing? You see what I'm saying? Where that viral photo that was floating around, or the Laurel or Yanny thing. Do you hear Laurel? Do you hear Yanny? So on and so forth. That whole thing was floating around like crazy, right? Now this is something like that. This is a discussion that has gone viral. Some people are sitting here saying, "Yeah, you buy the food for all the babies. What the hell's wrong with you?" Then there's the other side that say, "Oh, no. You pay for your own kid. You don't have to worry about these other kids. That's her responsibility. That's the other baby daddy's responsibilities, right?" Okay. So I throw that question out to you guys. Is he in the wrong for only buying food for his own child? Now, I will say this, all right? She could have called him and said, "Hey, let me throw you a couple shekels. Let me throw you some quiche real quick. So do you think you can buy a couple more cheeseburgers for the kids? If you're at McDonald's, do you think you could do that?" Ba-bam. Hey, he could be like, "Hey, fine, you can cash app it to me. No problem." You see what I'm saying? No problem at all. I got you, girl. I got you, right? That could have happened. But that didn't happen. Okay. Now, yeah, he could have gone, and also her telling him, "Hey, this is what's going on," so on and so forth. Instead of her going and throwing this video trying to quote unquote expose him like he's a terrible daddy for showing up and feeding his child. First off, he showed up. He showed up in the first place. Where are the other baby daddies? Why is she relying only on him to pay, to pay for all this and make sure the kids are fed? That's not on him. That's not his responsibility. But I do feel like this is a responsibility of her. She should have had a conversation with all of her baby daddies and been more respectful about this. Yes, I'm going to do a poll. Hold on. Okay. You think All right, 1 second, guys. Yeah. Typos everywhere. Okay. I said, do you think the baby daddy should have bought food for all the kids? Yes or no? Okay. That's very, very simple. All right. I will say this though, too. Even Melanin just said it. Melanin 100% said the daddy should have got pizza as he's setting up to be bullied. As he's setting his kid up to be bullied from the siblings. Yeah. Choose better on who you sleep with. Abso-freaking-lutely. I absolutely agree with that 110%. But here's the problem. The damage is already done. You see what I'm saying? They're already knocking the boots, and then here comes the baby. Okay? Here comes Spawn. Okay? Here comes the baby's born. Like Ray J. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Just saying. If I had one wish, you know what I'm saying? The one wish was born. Okay, damage is done. Okay, but I do think this. Yes, he could have gone and just gotten a pizza for them. And I know a lot of people are like, well, shoot, why give all the kids some food when she's being ungrateful? All you're going to be doing is feeding her too, right? And I don't even know her financial situation, if she got monies or if she doesn't. Clearly, she doesn't if she's using food stamps and she's only relying on the food stamps, right? But I will say this, because I care about family, and in my mind, I look at these kids, and mine is right down the middle. So just hear me out. This is my thought, all right? My thoughts are this. I believe that it's family. I believe that, hey, even though that's my child, those are his siblings. And depending on my financial situation, because I don't know that guy's financial situation, and I commend him for even showing up to try to make sure his kid was fed, especially when she said, I have no money or I have no food. There's no food in the house. Come get and take care of your kid. I commend him for even just showing up and doing this for days. Allegedly, he was doing this for days, picking up food and dropping it off to his kid. So clearly this has happened more than just once. That's why she pulled out the phone. She knew he was going to come in with just one single meal for his single child. But it is also kids. And that instantly grabs at my heartstrings, because I think a child should not go starving. So instantly, if I'm going, okay, if I showed up and I'm like, bing bong, and I got the McDonald's and she came at me that way, yeah, I would have felt some type of way about it too. And we would definitely have words. But outside of that, I would have been like, oh, okay, what? The kids don't have anything? Fine, okay. I'll get a couple things off the dollar menu. Fine. I'll be right back. Just give this to my son. I will go get some more stuff real quick. They ain't going to get a Happy Meal, but I'm going to get them some food, okay, to make sure that they're fed. Bet? All right, I'll see you. That's just me, because I don't like the thought of children not being able to eat, but I do not like the idea of this man maybe being used and being ridiculed for being a good father. I will say that. So I feel like there's I'm right in between, in the middle, that you got to feed these kids. I know it's not your legal responsibility, but like what Melanin said in the first half of their comment, I would hate for him to sit there and go, I got McDonald's, you ain't got none. And these kids are crying because they're hungry and they see their brother eating good in the neighborhood. I know that's a different slogan, but you know what I'm saying. Eating good in the neighborhood with that Mickey D's, okay? And they got nothing. They're just drinking water, okay? Or they're eating them syrup sandwiches. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. So I'm not with that. So I care about taking care of the kids, but I also do think that, hey, if I buy my kids some brand new J's, does it mean I have to buy J's for all the kids? If I want to take them out on to a trip or do something like that, do I have to take all the kids? Those aren't all my kids. So there's got to be some boundaries set up. There's got to be an understanding made so that the baby mama understands it and the baby daddy understands it as well. There's got to be an understanding. I do have some comments here, and I am going to open up the video chat line because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I thought what she did was wrong as hell. Wrong. She shouldn't have done what she did, because now if he really is a good BD, if he is a really good baby daddy, she just mucked all that up. She mucked all of that up because now he's not going to do it anymore. He's going to be like, yo, you figure it out. Why put him on blast on social media like that? That is dead wrong, y'all. That is dead wrong. Period. If you got a good person that is there trying to be a good father, you don't push him down. Then he's going to go away. He'll just be like, good luck. Just tell me when I got to pay my child support. I'm out. You handle it. But I will say this again. Where the hell are the food stamps? And why did it get depleted so quickly? You tell me all those kids ate all that food that quickly? Or are you selling some of those food stamps so you can go and buy some nice things for yourself? Like I said, I got questions, many, many questions, but we're going to continue. And I'm sorry, my dogs are getting upset about it too. I don't understand, but they feel me. They feel me too. They're like, man, that girl did him wrong. That baby mama did him wrong, y'all. Did him wrong. So let's go. Angie G, thank you so much for $5 super chat. As a mama, I got to agree with her on this. He should have picked up his kid and took him to Mickey D's. And I think, but that's the thing, Angie, and I appreciate the 5, but that's the problem right there. If he picked him up and singled him out, those kids would feel some type of way, because he'd come back, he'd be full and happy. And he'd probably still say, oh, I got McDonald's. Still, he would sit there and say, oh, I got my McDonald's. And he'd be happy. And those kids would be mad. And then he would be ostracized for getting spoiled or being a favorite or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And I understand, like, the kids need to all feel equal in a certain way. But yeah, I mean, I just think that she came at him wrong. The others don't understand why they don't get Mickey D's. Yes. So I feel like even if he said, yo, me and my son are going to go, me and my child are going to go take a trip real quick. He comes back happy and fed, and those kids are hungry, they're going to feel some type of way, and that causes an issue. I got another super chat, and I'm going to open up this thing. I also do have a response, because the baby mama did actually speak out, which we are going to look at as well. Really, really quick. And then I'm going to quickly open up the video chat lines, because I got to wrap up here very soon, okay, unfortunately. But Tyler Fulmer, thank you so much for the 10. Hey, Pascal, love your show as always. Bottom line, though, here we go. He is responsible for his children, not anyone else's kid. Her argument is ridiculous to me. See, now that, Tyler, I feel you on that. He is responsible for only his kid. Absolutely. But then I keep thinking, what's a couple items off the dollar menu for the kids? I do think that she was using him, trying to take advantage of the situation as well, which we see a lot of that happen between baby mamas and baby daddies. They will sometimes it will be the baby mama or the baby daddy as well, trying to hold or use the child, okay? Trying to use the child to have power over that ex-spouse or that BM or BD. Real talk. And that's exactly what she was doing right there. I feel like she was taking full advantage over this dude, which is, in my personal opinion, not just at all whatsoever, okay? And I see a bunch of y'all coming in, okay, with your thoughts and your comments, okay? Sweet Honey T said what he should have said. What he should do is say that he's coming to come pick up his son, take him out, and go do things with his son. He could have done that as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. But in my mind, I'm going, okay, if she said, hey, why don't you just bring some, if you're going to bring some food for the kid, can you just bring some food for the other kids too? Then I would have been like, all right, I'm going to McDonald's, picking up some dollar menu stuff. All the kids can eat. That's fine. But how she did it, though, was wrong. She should have talked to him, and that's the problem. Communication, period, should have gone down. And then the other thing is where are the other baby daddies? Clearly, he's the only one who's been stepping up. Clearly, it's been that. Or instead of going to McDonald's, you go to the grocery store, you pick up some items for the kids and say, hey, here's some mac and cheese, some Kraft mac and cheese in a box. Here's this, this, and this. Boom. Okay. Period. And A Lady 747 what advantage did she take? No, I'm saying that she's taking advantage of a person who is out here trying to take care of his own kid. I don't know his history. I don't know if he's a good guy. I don't know if he is a good dad to his child or not, or if he just shows up with McDonald's and says, hey, that's my duty as a father. Deuces. I salute y'all. See you later. I don't know. But from her, with the way it was presented, how she came at him like this, yeah, it's her going, hey, let me take advantage of this dude. Let me take full advantage of this guy because at least he's showing up. Because he said, where are the other baby daddies? Clearly, he's probably one of the only ones that's actually showing up and being a dad to his child. And she's doing this and trying to screw him over, I think. Hey, the video, you pull the phone out and start filming someone like this when they're just trying to do something good for their own child, that ain't cool. You put the phone down, you have a conversation. Period. Conversation is everything. Okay? But I'm just saying. Zoza Bob said, mac and cheese is prison food. Hold up now. Hey, man, that's still, hey, all I'm saying is if you're on a budget and the money is tight, you could go there, buy some food that would last longer. Go back, get a bag of rice, get some beans, okay? It's like, hey, what don't you have in the refrigerator? Let me get you some eggs. Let me get you some lunch meat and some bread, some eggs, maybe some chicken legs real quick. Hey, now you got meals for a couple days. You happy now? And just kick rocks. But pulling out the phone and filming him is wrong. Period. That just makes the guy not want to come back and help you. Now maybe your security blanket, your break in case of emergency dude that can pull out a couple ducats when you're in dire need. Gone now. That is going to be dead and gone, baby. So she just shot herself in her own damn foot. Josie Blue, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I agree with you. If you can help and willing to feed the others, then do it. But if you can't afford and don't want to, then don't. They need to talk. Absolutely. Don't pull out the damn phone. Like, come on. That's ratchet, y'all. That's ratchet. And then now you got another baby daddy that ain't gonna want to be around because you done shot your damn self in your damn foot. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to open up the phone lines here shortly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But and I know you guys are probably chomping at the bit, so I'm going to put that up now because I'm going to have to go through you guys pretty quick on your opinions and all that. I'm going to pull that up right now, but I do have the response because I wanted to get to that as well because it's something you don't want to miss. She puts in her 2 cents. The baby mama that filmed and tried to expose Daddy, okay, had some things to say and thinks what she did is, I don't know. Well, we're just going to take a look at it really, really quick. It's a short video. So we're going to take a look at that right now. Hold on 1 second. Oh, whoops. Real quick. Splat out. Let's look at what she has to say for herself.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids.
Okay. She looks pretty good. Like as far as she looks together. Maybe this is where maybe this is where the food stamps went. I'm just saying don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying you can't be broke and beautiful, okay, or be broke and have everything together. But at the same time, if you got 4 kids, I'm sorry, I don't know, lashes and I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. I feel like I'd sacrifice my own limb to make sure my children are fed. But I digress. I'm just looking at face value. My bad. Hold on. I'll be nice.
You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you see the look on her face? She doesn't even believe this ish that she's saying. I'm sorry. She doesn't even believe it. Come on, man. You tell me this? Come on. Come on, man. All right. You think she believes her own BS? She doesn't even believe the words that are coming out her mouth. She's just making this stuff up. Sorry, not sorry. Let's continue.
Yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then.
Okay. All right, then. There it is. You know, for me, it ain't working for me. Okay. Let's keep it real. I mean, you know, she ain't ugly, okay? Even with all the, you know, the makeup and all that stuff, she's not an ugly woman, okay? So I will give her that compliment, okay? Beautiful woman, all right? But at the same time, do you see you can see she put together. She is put together. And, you know, it looks like it's a decent ride that she's in. So how can the kids not have money or not have food stamps or enough food? Forget the food stamps. Not have enough food in the crib. And how is it only that baby daddy's responsibility? It's all of them, including herself. And I'm sorry, you see her saying what she's saying, and you could tell she doesn't even believe the BS that's coming out her own damn mouth. I'm sorry. It ain't working for me. It ain't not working for me, okay? But I have, and of course, please, we got the poll going on still. Let me pull that up. Like I said, I'm only working with one screen, so bear with me, guys, okay? But it looks like we got the poll so far. 249 of y'all have voted, and you have said, okay, do you think the baby daddy should have bought food for all the kids? 68% of y'all have said no. Okay, there it is. We got some people coming in with their thoughts. It's Kim in the house. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, first off, thanks for coming on and chopping it up with me. Now, if you have not been watching Popcorn Planet, and you should, if you haven't, you should. Obviously, I've been going over there and being a guest on the show, having a great time. Obviously, It's Kim is one of the main hosts or co-hosts of the show alongside Andy Signor. But anyway, I appreciate you being here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I was catching your show. I've started watching it in the morning while I'm getting ready and stuff and getting my YouTube face on. So I was like, oh God, I had a schedule and I went, oh, he's opening the phone lines. I'll call in. It'd be fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'd love to have you on more often, outside of just coming in and putting in your 2 cents about this. But what are your thoughts on this? You know, you saw the videos, okay? Mm-hmm. You saw the videos. Whose side are you? Like, do you feel like he should have been paying for all the food? Do you think it's his responsibility? What are your thoughts on all this?
I think for me, the big thing is, and I think you hit the nail on the head of just saying, like, it's about communication, because ultimately the most important thing are the kids. And I don't see how, like, having an argument on the street and throwing food across the street is the most constructive way of managing that and setting a good example for your kids. But I feel like if he has the money to buy his son McDonald's multiple times a week, why not take that money and buy a grocery store gift card or bring other groceries to the house? Because that's better for your kid in the long run too, if they're eating healthier food. You don't want your kids living on McDonald's. That's not good for them when they're growing, so just like take a step. But all it would take for her, I think, for that to happen, because you can tell that the dad is trying. He's trying to do the right thing. So if they could just have that honest, mature conversation of like, you know what, I really appreciate you bringing him food, but I feel like this might be better. Are you okay if we do something different?
See,
why did it have to turn into this?
I don't understand why she did that. I feel like she shot herself in the foot, because that was a guaranteed extra wallet that she didn't have. I mean, she's getting food stamps for her children, for all 4 children. Okay. So clearly she doesn't, and no disrespect, anybody who holding it down with the food stamps, trust me, no disrespect on that. But clearly, if she is doing that and she's trying to pay the bills and all that stuff, now she just lost that wallet just in case ish hits the fan. She doesn't have that anymore. So let's keep it real. By going and trying to, quote unquote, as she said, expose you for being a good dad to his child that he biologically made with you, I don't think it's right. There should have been a conversation instead of trying to instead of turning this into a video to put out there for clout. Clearly it backfired. Clearly.
Yeah. And again, like, what does that say to her son? What does that say to their child?
Yeah.
It's not good, right? I'm team kids all the time. Team kids. What's best for them? That's what's most important.
100%. 100%. And then, on his side, on the father's, on the BD, the baby daddy side, let's keep it real. He could have gone to a grocery store, bought a sack of potatoes, some rice, and some chicken legs, and said, hey, here you go, cook. Here you go. I gave you ingredients. Feed the kids. Now you have enough. I mean, that's under $20 right there. Well, the chicken legs might be different. It depends on where you're buying the food. If you're buying it at Aldi's, yeah, probably under $20. But like I said, you'd be going over there. Here you go. Maybe 20 to $30 tops. Let's be real. And say, hey, here's enough food for the kids to eat for the next couple days. Okay. And then maybe, you go to her and say, hey, maybe you need to start having a conversation with the other baby daddies so that they can pitch in and step up as well, because this is absolutely ridiculous, and it shouldn't only be on me. Period. Yep. And you can see her, she's all done up, nails done, hair done. She good. She's Gucci. So I don't understand why the kids are without, but she lives in abundance. That's what it seems like to me.
I mean, I don't want to judge too harshly on that one, and specifically, like, because we haven't talked like a huge amount one-on-one, but like my history is I have been on government assistance. I know what that's like, and for me, like, I'm a big makeup hair girl. Like, it's something I care about a lot. And I made a lot of changes and still kind of managed to not look like I was a mess. Right. And it took a lot. And I mean, like, nails, you can get press-on nails at the dollar store if you want to. There's tons of stuff you can get from lower makeup brands. And, there's also gifts and things like that from family and friends. So you can look to get put together, and she should be able to look put together. She should feel good about herself and be able to be confident in that. But it's just, for me, the big thing is just the communication. And it's just like, for me, it's more important for you to be a good example for your kids. And I don't feel like this is what that is. And I don't want to judge too harshly because I don't know the whole story. But it's just like, she's kind of making it into like a circus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I mean, of course, because she could have easily posted that. Obviously, it went viral. Too late. It's already out there. It's out there in the ether, right? Everybody's doing their thing. It's turned into a debate. We're obviously talking about it here on this channel right now. So I get that. But she ended up putting herself on camera and trying to double down on it. And in my mind, I'm like, now it's turning into clout chasing, and I'm not here for it. I'm just not, and it's fine that she's made up and all that. You need to feel good so that you can, so you can wake up and fight another day. And I know it's hard out here for all of us. But there is a part of me that's going, okay, you're telling me that you have 4 children, and when it comes to food stamps, That's a lot of money per month that you're getting in food stamps, and you're telling me that you don't have enough for those 4 kids. That just doesn't, the math ain't mathing for me on that. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it makes me wonder, maybe she's selling a few so that she can do what she needs for her own self and all that, but the kids are without, and that to me is a problem.
Mhm.
And obviously that's all speculation. That's only speculation. I don't know I don't know her ins and outs or anything. But when you look at a guy who's been going over there for days on end, and and he is showing up, at least showing up and giving him food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He shouldn't be he shouldn't be ridiculed and exposed for that. It's very frustrating to me.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know. This
Yeah.
is a guy. It's a baby daddy who's actually trying to be a baby daddy.
And that's the thing,
And-
right? It's like if people are trying, you should be encouraging them and helping them. And a lot of the time, when people are trying, they're doing what they think is the best.
Right.
Like that's where they go. And if they don't know that there's a better option, they don't know. You can't expect them to be able to read your mind and figure out exactly what it is that you need if you don't vocalize it.
Yep. It's frustrating. First off, thank you so much for being on. I really do appreciate it. But she is literally turning her BD into a DB. So instead of a baby daddy, he's turning into a deadbeat because she is putting him out here like this. He gonna be gone. He's not gonna show up anymore.
Well, he's gonna be scared to, yeah, that he's gonna get like blasted for trying to do the right thing.
Trying to do exactly the right thing. But it's Kim. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
And real quick, just so you guys know, she does have a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, thank
Please
you.
go and check out her channel. She's got some really great content over there. I've subscribed, and you obviously can see her over there on Popcorn Planet. But her YouTube channel is It's Kim, like literally how it's spelled right there underneath her.
That's it.
Right there.
Nice and simple.
You know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button over there for her and show some love, show some support. But it's Kim. Thank you so much for being on, sweetheart.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye. I'm gonna have to blaze through these people real quick. So sorry, but Tyler, I got Tyler on. I got you for a few seconds. What's your thoughts on this, man? Is he in the wrong or is she in the wrong?
Well, I only I only just heard about this from you, so I don't know.
That's all good.
Yeah. I think to put it simply, I think she's in the wrong. I don't know. It just seems like she doesn't really care all that much, or is not willing to put her kids before herself. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I wanted to have a longer conversation about this, but I know you got like a whole bunch of people wanting to call in. I think just to be like a good parent, I think you just have to show like not just the bare minimum, but just like you have to show passion for like for what you bring into this world, and you have to make sure that you'll do anything you can to protect them. And I think I don't know, by the way she's looking, I feel like, well, I think you mentioned like she wasn't looking like all like disheveled or something like that. Like,
right. I mean, you could still be broke and beautiful, right?
Right. I mean, like
that is true. But
I mean, yeah, like my mom. Well, she spent like 20 years raising me, and well, she's actually in the house right now. But I don't. I think she's at work. I don't think she's gonna. Anyway, but yeah, she's still looking beautiful and amazing, and and she's spent.
You could still be fine and frugal. You feel
right?
Me?
Exactly.
Fine and frugal. You could still be that. You know what I mean? But to me, it just I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but it does seem weird that every hair was in place and, she had everything done. And then she's yelling at this guy for trying to provide. And I get it that she's got 4 kids and kids are not cheap and all that too. But I just keep wondering where the rest of those food stamps at then, if she ain't got any. And I get it that there's kids and kids eat because they got to grow and all that. But there's something, I don't know.
Something else.
That's not right here,
Yeah, and like the other thing is, I don't know. I respect people who just I respect people who care. That's like, to put it simply. Like even if they don't have like everything set up, or if they're not like, you know, like just even if they're not like completely ready and prepared for things, like just putting in like the effort to show that you care. I think that's important. And I feel like, not to like go off topic or anything, but I feel like you'd be a good dad, or great dad, when it comes to that.
Oh, wow, Tyler, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait, for that opportunity. I do think that it is a privilege to be a dad, or to be a parent. I really do think some people need to get a license to be able to parent to begin with. But what you just said, that really does mean a lot, Tyler. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, it really warms my heart. Really, thank you.
Thank you.
But Tyler, unfortunately, I got to let you go. I'm going to have to jump off here very shortly. But
all right.
I appreciate you chopping it up with me, as always.
Thank you. Also, one last thing. Sorry for bothering you in like the Twitter DMs. I don't.
Oh, no. You good? You good? You actually were one of the first people to let me know what was going on. Okay. Because I was traveling, and then as soon as I got done traveling, I got a message, and it was from you, and I was like, oh damn, and I was like, but it's already late, so I couldn't really do it, but I did it today. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you did.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you, brother.
You all come through. All right.
I try, at least, dag nabbit. I appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you here soon, Tyler. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Peace. We got one more, Simone. Hello, Simone.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I got a super chat really quick, and then I'm going to throw it to you really, really quick. LT James said, L2 James, sorry. Thank you so much for the $5. They said, no reason for him to pitch into what is not his. I mean, that is, yep. At the end of the day, it is his prerogative on yes, he is financially obligated to take care of his own biological son, or his own biological child. That is true. It's his prerogative if he wants to help those other kids or not. But then in my mind, yes, no kid should go hungry, period. But how she came at him was wrong. Simone, what are your thoughts?
Yes, I'm sitting here.
Quick.
I was just gonna say I'm a single mother too, so I'm not gonna judge her, but I think she handled this situation wrong. Like, she did that out of anger. I kind of feel like she was trying to like vent, but that's not the right way to do it. You don't post all of your business on social media. And as a mother point of view, my kids gonna eat. They might not have everything they want, but we got clothes on our back, a roof over our head, and food on the table every night.
Facts.
I feel like there needs to be a conversation with her and her other kid's father, because obviously somebody's not doing their job, or somebody's not doing their job. Because I don't understand why she would go on social media for bashing one, but then say nothing about the others. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not his responsibility to feed all of the other kids. If he has it and he's willing and he's like, okay, I can afford it, because you don't know his situation, like his pockets, because a lot of kids' fathers, I don't like the word baby daddy, baby mama. Don't call me no baby mama. I hate that word. Call me the mother of the kids. But I feel like a lot of these fathers, like, the reason why they don't do a lot for their kids is because of child support. We don't know her situation, and we don't know if he's on child support. We don't know if the other ones are on child support. We don't know as far as her living situation. Like, if you can get your hair and nails and feet did and you looking all dolled up, and it's been plenty of times where I'm not looking my best, but my kids gonna look their best because they are a reflection of me. And I feel like, as far as McDonald's, it's like, girl, you can fry some chicken, you can make some macaroni and cheese, you can make some green peas or frozen vegetables or whatever and make a meal. It's like you making excuses, and it's like, okay, now you making yourself look bad, because now you don't put this video out and it can come back to bite you in your butt instead of in his. You know what I mean?
And and also, Simone, like, and first off, I want to say thank you so much for holding it down for your two children.
Thank you. I'm trying.
No, I mean, it's a feat. It's
hard. It takes a village to raise a child.
Exactly, especially when you are a single mother, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's a lot, you know what I mean? And it does take a village. It should be, the family coming together and helping each other out. But with this, I also feel that her going and getting on camera and saying I don't care and all that, I just felt like it was also a bad look. It was not a good move on her end. It made her look even worse because now they're seeing her, like as you said, all dolled up and all that, and it's kind of like, well, why are you showing? I'm not sitting here saying that she should be all just looking wrecked, you know what I mean, looking like a hot mess, but there is something about it where it seems like you just said it. It's like, hey, if I'm going to be dolled up, my kids are going to be like dripping in the best, as good as swag as I'm in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It might not be name brand, but they're gonna be looking decent when they
good.
step out the door. Like they're gonna be like, oh, okay, like your kids
Right.
look cute today.
Yeah.
I mean, and then it's hard times. Who's to say that he probably didn't even have the money to even buy those other 3 or 4 because gas is high right now.
Ridiculous.
She don't know his situation.
Facts. And it's unfair for her to assume that he's just going to go and do something like that. This is the reason why I've said 100,000 times before, which you also echoed as well. It's called communication, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
that's
It's
the
about
key.
conversation, talking with the baby daddies, or the fathers of the other children, and having a conversation with him as well. That is it. And then
Exactly.
nip it in the bud. And instead of McDonald's, like, I'm sorry.
Out of all the things you went and got, I mean, like you tripping off of McDonald's, like you could have went in there and made them a whole meal, regardless if he did bring that over. Because it's just like, for example, a lot of times, and this is true for a lot of men, especially the African American community, like I said, the reason why they don't do for their kids' mother is because they complain a lot about everything that they do. And then on top of that, when they do something, they complain about that too. And it's like, just because he did it when he was together with you or he did it for a little while doesn't mean that he's going to continuously be able to do that. He might have did it out of the kindness of his heart as a kind gesture, but that don't mean that you can't always expect him when he brings Subway in for little man that he gonna bring them Subway too. That's not the case, And she just made herself look bad because who's to say that he ain't petty and he might call DPSS and have them come and investigate her. You got to be careful.
That
you
part.
reap what you sow.
Shoot, I just had a Jada Pinkett moment. That part. Absolutely. Right there. Because, he's going to look at that and go, well, shoot, where? Then you say you only get it on the 7th or the 11th or whatever day it is, whatever rhymes with 7. But, hey, wait a second. Where it at, though? Where's the food stamps in? You have trust me, you got 4 kids and you're claiming all 4 kids for those food stamps. They gonna
start investigating her. She just put herself in a bad situation. And it's like she can get her kids taken away from that. Like, you got to be careful and be mindful about what you do. Because like I said, you don't know who's watching that. They could go back and be like, well, y'all might want to go investigate her and her kids and see is everything okay, like as far as her living situation, because ain't no way in the world my kids gonna not eat. Like, even when I see my kids with their father, I might get them some money, or I might be like, you know what, I don't have it right now. Can you, and he's working. He's like, yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. And my kid's father, he never questions me about anything with my kids because I'm not no ghetto ass baby mama. I'm going to hold the fort down regardless. Like I said, when it comes to shoes, whatever, dentist appointment, doctor's office, I got it.
Right.
So he don't have to worry about that. But it's just a certain way that you do things. And that was wrong. That was very, like, just, I don't know, just ghetto.
He doesn't live in that house. You see what I'm saying? So it's not
he's not like he's responsible for all of them.
Right. So he's, exactly. It's not like he is living in that house. It's not like that he's looking to, step towards marriage with her. I understand that the family that she has is blended with different fathers. And I get that piece, but it is also those other men's responsibility to hold it down for their children if those kids are hungry. Period.
And if they not taking care of that business, go put them on child support. And then if it's really that big of an issue, communicate with them, because now you done messed up your good relationship with him. Now he ain't gonna start coming by to come and see. He gonna be like, can you drop me off? I mean, drop off little man at KFC or wherever. He's not gonna want to come over to your house and deal with you, because it seemed like it's going to be a part 2 or a part 3 to this, because most men, they don't want that drama. And I mean, and who's to say that he doesn't have another lady in his life and that she might have kids or whatever? You know what I mean? It's like you got to be careful and be mindful about what you say and what you do and how you say it, because like I said, this could come and bite her in the butt, because now they're going to be coming to her house questioning her about her kids and like, okay, like where they room at, where do they sleep, and open up your refrigerator so I can see how much food you got in it, and questioning her, getting all in her business when it shouldn't even have went this far.
Right. What kind of job she has.
Yeah.
If she has a job, the living situation for these kids. Do they have, are they sharing beds? Do they have their own individual beds that they sleep in, so on and so forth. I mean, there's so much that she just exposed. She just cracked open she opened Pandora's box that she didn't even need to open. There's potential here that could get very, very dangerous. But Simone, I thank you so much for being on. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to have to jump off here very shortly. But thank you so much. No,
thank you for having me.
I do appreciate you coming on and putting in your 2 cents, because it's nice to hear from someone who is a single mother, is holding it down for her children, and it's nice to hear that perspective. So thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. Yes, guys, real quick, Moon Crystal Power just said, thank you so much for the 2. Dad needs to get full custody if she can't feed them. Exactly. I do think that she opened up a can of worms that doesn't even need to be opened up. Real talk, but maybe it does, because she just exposed herself without even trying. You see what I'm saying? Without even knowing it, she just exposed her own self, which can be, at the end of the day, maybe it's saving those kids. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know her living situation. I don't know what went down, but here it is. You got a dad that has one child with her, and was trying to hold it down for her child. And at the end, what I was saying earlier when we had It's Kim on, literally what she just did is turn that baby daddy into a deadbeat dad. And that shouldn't be happening at all. It shouldn't. She should have just had a conversation with him, had him turn around, use $20 to go buy some items at a grocery store, ditch the McDonald's, because that stuff is poison, by the way, and get those kids some food that they can have leftovers for the next couple days. That's it. But I understand. I'm not, I am not the somebody who knows all the right answers to everything. But I do know this: if you have somebody who's trying to do good and trying to help you out when you are in dire straits, when you are in dire need of help, you don't try to quote unquote expose them, because then they go running. They turn around and you'll never see them again. So she done mucked this up. And yes, I feel that kids should have been able to have some food for sure. But the way she approached this was all the way up and down like 6 o'clock wrong.
PASCAL, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.